Alright, you guys, so you already have been hearing the buzz and the news about Kristy, Sarah, and Desmond Sky getting a divorce. Well, I know I'm in their business just like everybody else, but I'm here to tell my story and tell my little viewpoint on it. And let's just chop this up and see what's going on. So, as we know, Kristy Sarah, she actually started in IT and then just 5 years ago grew over like millions of followers, and it's all based off of her fashion, her crazy skits, and just like her relationship with her husband, blah blah blah. And so basically Desmond just told Kristy that he felt like that they had a difference in personalities, and then basically Kristy Sarah went and got a divorce alleging that he was cheating. So let's get into it. They were saying that Desmond never seemed like he was really interested in the content, and then they were saying about men not being able to handle a woman that is successful. And I kind of want to just know like what your guys' thoughts about it, because personally I think that it's important to talk about these things, that what men and women go through and why relationships aren't always successful, and to mind our own business. I get it, and I wasn't gonna speak on it because I don't really like speaking on relationship stuff, but I feel like maybe it can help us all grow spiritually, so I'm going to just offer it. And the only thing that I get from situations like this, you never know what someone is going through behind closed doors. We have to remember that when we're on social media and we're looking at this, that this is entertainment. Even people that are exposing their home and what they do, they're still adding like a creative spin on it so that it's entertaining for the audience and that they can get these views. Okay, they're making money off this content. Now, a lot of people though subconsciously watch it and they base their life, or they wish that it was like this. And I'm gonna tell you for myself that I have been in that situation, okay, especially with Kristy Sarah, because one, I've been with somebody for a long time, since I was in high school. Then also, but he's not nothing like a Desmond, you feel me? And like as far as what Desmond looks like, because sometimes we get on social media and I'm like, I'm a Kristy Sarah type of girl. Like I'm into fashion. I'm in fashion school. Like I have that big bubbly personality, but then also that doomsday serious, and that's that satire. So like I love Kristy Sarah, and I thought that a lot of her content and everything, I thought like, man, no wonder she has an amazing husband and 2 kids, because she's spontaneous, she's bubbly, she's not afraid to be herself. Like she's just like that girl, and then she's got this man that cooks for her. She's got a good man. She's got a man that's doing all the right stuff. And usually it be the content creators that I can't stand, that it's like real cookie cutter-ish, and I can tell like, okay, y'all just doing too much to prove the point. But I liked her content a lot, and it just made it seem like, marriage could be fun, and not just having a boring wife. Men always talk about how boring their wife is, just doing the everyday routine and blah blah. And she was the one that's just had that spontaneity and like just was bubbly and just, always seemed like she had that youthfulness. So I will say for myself, when I saw, not everybody felt that way, because not everybody resonates with Kristy Sarah's personality. But I love to see how people switch sides once now she is getting a divorce. Because now people are saying things like she was so annoying, she was obnoxious, her husband never showed interest. But my thing is, when you're watching the content videos, he is literally a reaction to her doing her content. Like, that's all he was used for, you know what I'm saying, is the reaction piece. And he was sitting there in that moment. It's not really about sides, but it is about, well, if you felt like this about this person, but now they get outed that they got cheated on, now there must be something wrong with them. And I think that's a stigma that has to leave, especially with women. Like, people want women to have something wrong with them if they got cheated on, or they want to blame the woman's personality. But then, men, where's your accountability? Okay, because her personality you've known for a long time and you fell in love with it. And if you were not happy, it doesn't matter if you tell someone, well, I'm not happy, you know, and then you just go cheat. Because let's be honest, if your happiness depends on going to go sleep with someone else, then you're never going to be happy. Like, I'm sorry, but we all live and die alone. And if you think that you are unhappy because someone else, and they're not physically abusing you, they're not verbally abusing you, mind you, we don't know what was going on in there, but I'm pretty sure, because that's not what he mentioned in his post, you know, I'm pretty sure he just fell out of love with this situation, and that's fine. But then you make those necessary steps to then file the divorce and do what you want to do. But you then cheating and doing that stuff, that adds another layer to the divorce, the insecurity, and just what was this all about? Because people don't realize that when you say to death do us part, that's what that means. And people want to keep saying, well, I grew out of love with this person. I'm going to tell you right now, marriage and love is a complex dynamic. You could be in a relationship with someone and you can have an open marriage. Because if maybe you want to explore different sexual options, or you want to have a threesome, or you want to do whatever it is, you can communicate with your partner, because the person you marry should be more or less a best friend. Somebody that you want to spend the rest of this life with, and you want to build a solid foundation and family with them. And then that means anything else that branches off from that, y'all can communicate about that and then move accordingly. But when you got situations like this, it make you really wonder, what was this all about? Because you with somebody for over 15, 16, 17 years, have 2 kids with them, and now you're hitting the peak of your life where it's career and your dreams and things are finally coming true, and you're backing out. And it seems like a lot of times men do this, and it's like, we need to get back to Africa. Because in Africa, this is not how it goes down. Like, for one, you with that woman, and that woman might go get you another wife, but she's still your wife, take care of your kids. You supposed to take care of her. Like, all of these scandals and things that these black men be doing to us is just blasphemy. Like, and y'all don't even understand because it's become so common, but it's blasphemous, because you took on this role and this responsibility to take care of this woman and her and y'all 2 kids and build this life together. Don't do that. Like, there's a lot of single women out here and single men. Like, if you're not going to be ready to get married, don't be doing all that. And then just to cheat, it shows how minuscule of your spiritual journey you have. Because if you're not going to cheat and do certain things because you understand that no one out here is going to complete or fulfill you if you go have sex with them. And the person who is giving you that sex knows, and they should know, that you giving them sex doesn't make them more valuable than anyone else, because that is such an easy exchange that comes with a huge responsibility. Because then you have sex with this person and you get them pregnant, now you in a whole loop cycle in the same thing with another girl. And you don't, and now it didn't take you 17 years to realize you didn't like this girl for real. It only took you 2 weeks. So it's like, understand the rationing of life, and how that if you really know what you are and who you are, and I feel like that's what Kristy Sarah is, one of those people who know what they want, know who they are. And when you're around men and even women that don't know who they are and what they want out of life, they will make you seem like you're the problem. And really, you just staying in your lane and then allowing other people to be involved if they would like to. And I think that's where people have to realize, like, we all live and die alone. And we're not here to constantly please and please and please and please the next person, but we are here to be together in communion and in harmony and union. So it's all about communication and talking. And I really just hope that maybe down the line they work things out, because life is fluid and crazy like that. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about how these important priorities and things that we put, in our forefront, and how they emotionally manipulate us sometimes, and how the media, I was just watching another family, like, the one family, Rome, and his mom and dad. Well, then the dad left and is with a whole nother woman who was stalking the family page on social media, and like reposting it with her own video with her kids. And now they're a couple and they're doing videos together. Like, this social media stuff is messing with people's minds and making them think that the grass is greener, and not even just greener, but I think it's really messing up people's ideology. Like, anything could be acceptable, even if it's wrong, even if it's straight up blasphemy. Like, and people don't care if they're breaking up homes. They don't care. They're thinking it's destiny. They're thinking this is what just supposed to happen. Like, no, the media is making y'all think that there's something else out here than what's right in front of you. And there's like, it's crazy, but this is all simulation. And the more you realize this is a simulation, the more you realize that you're in a box, and that this box is replicated for every human being that you see. So you might think the grass is greener somewhere else, but it's just the replication of a box that you've already seen. And so you have to understand and overstand these things, because you're going to mess up your family, your lineage, your children, your connections with people, because you're unable to grasp those things. And that's why I don't blame Desmond, because it's just a human nature. But be honest about what else is out here. You in your early 30s, but that shit gonna go fast, and sooner or later you're gonna be 40, and then what? What are you going to be doing? What are you going to be doing for real? You're not even gonna want nothing but some regular ass shit that you've been had, and a person that you really know, that you could trust, that you love. So it's just a lot. But I wanted to talk about that, and I might talk about it some more. But women like Kristy Sarah is the type of women that I really love. So all I can say is, if you're a boss bitch, a boss woman, keep doing your thing. Don't let nobody make you feel like you gotta lower yourself and your identity to make them feel better, okay? Because a lot of people, they will see you start coming up and they start feeling insecure about themselves and what they doing. And then all of a sudden they start blaming you for the reason why things ain't working out. And I just want to say to all my boss women out here, keep doing your thing, please. Okay, because we need you. We need you to be boss women, boss bosses, boss mamas, boss sisters, everything, boss friends, because y'all really make this world go round. Okay, y'all really enlighten and inspire people. It's just like Cardi, it's just like Halle, what's her name, Halle Bailey, Keisha Cole. Like, we really, us women, we can't lose sight of who we are because these men be tearing us down because they can't handle the fact that we is glowing up. Okay, so that's just some tea, and I hope you guys just really think about, like, what is this life about, and how many times is you know, not trying to work things out, but you'll work some things out for a bum or a random, or keep going through cycles with somebody that ain't even nothing. Like, I done seen people leave their whole family, baby daddy, baby mama, just to chase hoes. So be smart, because it's not a lot out here, and you could communicate about anything up under the sun. Okay, you can have tough conversations. We could do this, y'all. Love you. Lots of love and light. Peace.